March 8, 2014. In the stillness of a humid Malaysian night, Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 lifts off from Kuala Lumpur at 12:41 a.m. It's a routine journey, a Boeing 777 bound for Beijing. On board, 239 souls. Passengers, crew, families, dreams, then silence. Just after 1:19 a.m., the cockpit calmly bids goodnight to Malaysian air traffic control.
Good night, Malaysia 370.
1 minute later, gone. The transponder switches off. Communications vanish. No mayday, no warning, no trace. What followed would become the greatest mystery in aviation history. An aircraft the size of a building lost, without a signal, without an answer. But this wasn't a sudden disappearance. No, military radar tells a darker tale. MH370 makes a sharp turn west, flies back across Malaysia, and veers into the vast, black emptiness of the Indian Ocean. This was no accident. It was deliberate, cold, calculated. For the next 7 hours, MH370 becomes a ghost, tracked not by radar, but by digital whispers. Satellite handshakes. Pings from a system not designed for tracking, yet suddenly all we had. Investigators turned to mathematics. The burst timing offset, measuring signal delays to estimate distance. The burst frequency offset, Doppler shifts that revealed direction. These tiny clues, combined with fuel estimates and aircraft dynamics, pointed south, far south, into one of the most hostile places on Earth, the southern Indian Ocean. Search ships launched from Australia. Planes scanned the surface. Deep-sea sonar crawled across underwater mountains. Autonomous underwater drones mapped the seafloor, 120,000 square kilometers of ocean. Nothing. Except fragments. The first, a flaperon discovered in 2015 on Reunion Island. More pieces followed. Mozambique, Madagascar, Tanzania. All traced back to MH370. All telling a story of violent impact, not a soft landing. But how did it end? Some believe the pilot, Captain Zahiri Shah, flew the plane to its death, that he disabled communications, depressurized the cabin, and watched silently as passengers slipped into unconsciousness, then vanished into the void. His home flight simulator showed a similar flight path deep into the ocean. Others argue against this. No suicide note, no psychological signs, just normal transmissions, then nothing. Could it have been mechanical failure, a fire? But the flight path was too precise, the turns too clean, the timeline too controlled. A third theory, hypoxia, a loss of oxygen, the crew disabled, the aircraft flying itself into oblivion. But again, the turns, the rerouting, these were human decisions. Still others whisper about hijacking sabotage or even remote cyber control. But there's no evidence, no claims, no ransom, no demands, just silence. Search efforts were halted, then restarted, then halted again. Even private companies like Ocean Infinity took over, promising they wouldn't charge unless they found something. They haven't, yet. New technologies offer hope. Artificial intelligence scanning satellite data. Quantum computing simulating drift patterns. Even weak radio signal analysis, searching for disruptions left by the aircraft's final passage. All chasing a trail gone cold. And yet the ocean speaks. It whispers with currents, eddies, and winds. Drift modeling from the CSIRO suggests a likely impact zone near the 7th arc, a narrow band in the vast nothingness of the southern Indian Ocean. But even that is still just probability. As years passed, MH370 reshaped aviation. Today, aircraft must report their positions every 15 minutes, every 1 minute in distress. Deployable black boxes are in development. Global satellite surveillance has improved. The world vowed, never again. But for the families, time doesn't move the same. For them, every day is March 8th. Every knock on the door a maybe, every announcement a held breath. Closure remains a cruel illusion. What truly happened that night? Was MH370 the victim of a rogue pilot? A mechanical failure masked by silence? Or something no one has yet imagined?